Folks, the NBA draft is 2.5 weeks away, and we have more draft prospects the Warriors are bringing in. Sion James from Duke, Ryan Nemhard from Gonzaga, and you may recognize that last name. His brother's in the NBA Finals with the Pacers right now. He'd be balling out. Ryan can do the same. Not a bad pick. And CJ Huntley from App State. We're going to break down each of these players for you, a couple highlights, stats, and how they fit in the Warriors. Ring of the Silver Warriors Digest. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss any draft news, trade rumors, free agency, everything in between. NBA Finals, Game 2, we're 1-1. Once the Finals is over, you get draft, free agency. It's about to go thick and fast. Don't miss anything. You want to subscribe. To make sure we're all on the same page, again, this is the Warriors roster right here. You look at 25-26. Who are we leaving? Who are we losing, Payton, Looney are free agents. Then you have Knox and Key. Obviously not the biggest players. And then the biggest fish of them all is Kuminga. We saw in the playoffs, we needed rebounding. Against Houston, it was brutal. Against Minnesota, it was brutal. We need 3-and-D and probably better perimeter shooting. Buddy Hield hot and cold. We look at what we have. We have our second round pick only, which I think it's the 42nd pick, around there, 42nd pick. So relatively early in the second round, like 10 picks in. No first round pick because we're not within the top 10. So that's where you put us to Cion James. He started his career at Tulane, averaging 8.6 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and 3 assists in 39 games for Duke this year. So going from Tulane, which is we'll call it a mid-major conference, mid-major school, to Duke is a major step up, ACC, consistent, high-level basketball, 8, 4, and 3. He was mostly a starting role alongside Cooper Flagg, the number 1 pick going to Dallas, most likely. Kevon Malik, excuse me if I said that wrong, and Tyrese Proctor. He shot 41% from 3, but in a limited volume as a 6'5 wing. So who is that like we have? 6'5 wing. Kuminga's a bit taller. Podziemski's around 6'3. Curry's 6'4, 6'3, 6'4. Buddy's 6'5-ish, 6'6 in that range. Maybe a tad shorter. Jimmy Butler's 6'6, 6'7. So he fits kind of the mold of what the Warriors do at that position. Let me go. Where is it? There it is. So as I mentioned, he spent 4 years at Tulane. He improved each season, which is what you want to see in college, continue to develop to get better and better. At Tulane, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals per game, 38% shooting from 3 after 4 years. I think I can be an NBA prospect. Did a 5th year at Duke. He said, while at Chase Center, I really started to see by the time I got to my Tulane, I have the opportunity to do good things. It'd be awesome, to be with the Warriors. I'd love to. It's really cool watching how everything works out. I think I'd be a great fit, and the process continues to go as I continue working on my game. Again, 6'5", guard wing, 2-way player, which is big, can guard perimeter. Think of like a Drew Holiday type. That would be big for us. It would be nice to have a second good perimeter defender, especially if Gary Payton is gone. He'll be 23, so he's not some fresh out of college. Quinten Post, when he was drafted, 19, so a little bit more experience. Played 153 college games, a lot of experience there. Started 139. Now, again, the Warriors do need a center, but this is something up and down that this type of player is effective on the team. He was a 28% three-point shooter as a freshman, and again, at Duke, his final year, 41% in ACC play. Went up 13% from freshman year, 18, to final year, 23 year. That is massive. That means he works in his game in the offseason. That means he's out there doing what he needs to do to be successful at the highest level. Love the work ethic. 81% free throw, not bad at all. He realized his shooting was potentially a weakness early on and was able to fix that and do big things. He began his college at 185 pounds, left at 220. Big physical body. We'll call that NBA ready per se. In his first scrimmage, he put up 10 points, 4 steals, 1 block. Next day, 7 points, 4 steals, 3 blocks as well. Before we get to Nembhard, let me pull up my screen. So a couple of videos for y'all right here. So you can see him right there. Gets a bit blurry, unfortunately. Here he got the steal. I mean, you can't see it, unfortunately. Twitter has the video blurry. Gave up the pass there. Here he's coming up, playing defense. Good defense, helped with the strip block right there. Gets the steal. Fast break, easy two-handed dunk. Here, good athleticism, is able to help steal the ball. Team gets the easy bucket. So you're getting the point. Does a nice job on defense. Again, you look here at the NBA Combine, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 4 steals the day before. Really putting the work in, which is great to see. So comment your thoughts. Do you think Cion James would be a good fit on the Warriors, worth their second-round draft pick? Let me know. Second is Ryan Nemhard. He's a younger brother of Pacers guard Andrew Nembhard, who is balling out in these finals. We saw him against the Knicks single-handedly bring his team back multiple times. Woo! Ryan is 4 inches shorter than his brother, listed at 6 foot, which is a detriment in NBA. That is pretty short. It could impact him getting to a team, maybe more of a G League player versus a guaranteed roster spot. He averaged 11 points per game, 6 assists, we'll call it 12 and 7 over his 4 years. Started at Creighton in Nebraska, then moved over to the Western Coast Conference his junior year, where he was with Gonzaga, we know is a powerhouse. We look at his stats right here. I'll read the right. Again, he transferred to Gonzaga like his brother, was one of the best point guards in the country. He led the country in assists with 9.8 per game. Yeah, not playing the best competition, but shows he has good court vision, good passing ability. He was invited to the G League Elite Camp and performed well enough to earn an invite to the actual Combine. He was one of the best pure point guards on the court during the scrimmages. His passing is really good. He knows how to run a team. Will have no problem doing that wherever he goes in his professional career. He shot well this season. The question, though, is he 6 foot with a 6'2" wingspan, smaller in the NBA? He could certainly struggle to score at the NBA level. Another issue is that you can find guards like him pretty easy in free agency. The fact he doesn't have great size hurts him. So his strengths are passing IQ. His weakness is size, range, second round to undrafted. Player comparison, brother Andrew Nembhard, Tim Frazier, Cassius Winston. But again, I love to see that he's a worker and his assists are high, good court vision. Now again, folks, is he the right fit for the Warriors? We look right here. They have Teron Armstrong, who we just got from Australia, point guard. You got Steph Curry, Steph Curry, point guard. GP2 can be point guard if he comes back. Brandin Podziemski, backup point guard. Do we need a 6-foot point guard? No. Although I do like Nemhard, the effort, probably not the right fit for the Warriors. We don't need another point guard. That takes you to the last player. And again, comment your thoughts, describe what you think. CJ Huntley, a super senior at App State. His production took a massive leap in his 5th season. He went from averaging 7 points per game across 4 seasons to 16 points per game and 8 rebounds in his 5th, all while his efficiency mostly stayed the same. He's a 6'10 forward with 3-point range, something the Warriors could prioritize, kind of like Quinten Post. Do I have it right here? You look at his stats, again, 6'11", 100 kilograms, times up by 2.2, 220-ish pounds, averaged 34 minutes a game, 15 points, 8 rebounds, pretty much a walking double-double. Again, App State, not the highest level of competition. Other stats, like I like to see a bit more blocks, steals. 3 points, though, 35%, 1 of 1.5 to 4 shots a game. Not bad for a big man. Again, at 6'11", he becomes probably the second tallest player on the team behind Quinten Post. But you already drafted somebody like Quinten Post who's more of a stretch 5. This guy feels more like he's an internal big man. maybe okay, but I'd rather get a proper big man, somebody like a Rudy Gobert. I'm obviously not Rudy with Draymond together, but a tall 7'2" big man stalwart in the paint who is a rim protector. CJ Huntley, 6'11", a tiny bit small, but fits the mold of the Warriors' run and gun. So comment your thoughts there on what you think. And then, of course, overall, let me know what you think about all three players. Who should the Warriors get? And we'll continue to let you see who they're drafting or potentially drafting by doing these player breakdowns. If you hear of anything, comment your thoughts. We'll make sure to touch on players. Of course, we talked about the Chinese guy the other day. Still think he's number one for me. Bye.